For more than a century, the people of inland Southern California and the University of California have walked side by side. Together, they built the Citrus Experiment Station in the early 1900s, planting the seeds of innovation. 50 years later, that same spirit of partnership gave rise to UC Riverside, the first public four-year university in the region. As the Inland Empire grew, so did its needs. Community members and leaders saw a looming problem, a growing population, and too few doctors. Healthcare access was at risk. Once again, the community turned to UC Riverside. Out of this partnership came a bold solution, the first new medical school west of the Mississippi in more than 40 years. Rooted in the UCR-UCLA program in biomedical sciences, the UCR School of Medicine welcomed its inaugural class in 2013. Today, the vision continues. With the growth of the UCR Health Clinical Enterprise, the School of Medicine is poised to transform healthcare in inland Southern California. This expansion not only strengthens care for our communities, it fuels our mission to educate the next generation of physicians who will serve here at home.
Looking back across our history, it's easy to see the impact that members of the inland Southern California community had on UCR and UCR School of Medicine. If it were not for the forward-thinking people who were willing to give of their time, treasure, and the talent of advocacy, we would not be where we are today. We are so grateful to all who rose to the occasion. As we look toward the future, I see a path for UCR School of Medicine and UCR Health to become the premier academic medical center in inland Southern California. Our aspirations can only become reality if we forge our efforts to adequately address the healthcare needs of the people of inland Southern California. There are several ways to support the UCR School of Medicine and UCR Health. Our Mission Award Scholarship Program provides medical students with a 2- or 4-year scholarship in exchange for a commitment to practice in inland Southern California following their residency training. These students will return to our region to provide health care to members of the community they know.
Our goal has always been to train a diverse workforce of physicians, deeply committed to serving the medically underserved communities of this region. What makes our students truly remarkable is their resilience and determination. Many come from diverse backgrounds, many are the first in their families to attend college, and now medical school. They have faced challenges, and yet they have persevered, driven by the vision of becoming physicians who will give back to the very communities that have shaped them. This program really works. The Mission Awards allows the affordability of our students to come to school and come back to our community to serve their family, but also help address health inequities in our region.
There are also scholarship opportunities to support our PhD and master's students in the School of Medicine Division of Biomedical Sciences and the Department of Social Medicine, Population, and Public Health. Additionally, one might consider naming rights and name scholarships. It has been the visionary people who have remained steadfast in their commitment to address the physician shortage and healthcare challenges of inland Southern California. And I know we can depend on you to make a difference where it matters most. Our students have unique stories. Here are a few of them.
I remember when I got the scholarship, I had called my mom. She also was crying with me. She was very happy because I had a conversation with my dad. He mentioned, how would we pay for this, right? Because that is just something that's not in the realm of financially attainable. They felt that they never could help me financially the way they wish they would have. So this was like a really big deal.
When I heard that I had received this scholarship particularly, I was very, very, very excited because it was going to be able to pay off some of my debt from medical school and also be able to serve in my hometown, which is nice because my family is out here, so they're able to be my support in addition to my husband. I knew I wanted to be a pediatrician specifically ever since I was very little. Hello, hi, I'm Dr. Moreno. I'm the first doctor in my family. I grew up in the Coachella Valley, so I'm very familiar with this area. We are very desperate for doctors out here. Our clinic specifically is very, very busy, and because I am full-time at this clinic, I'm seeing a lot of patients, and I can only imagine what it was like prior to me joining. We're having babies every day. They need to see a doctor, and if they can't be seen soon enough, that's not okay. That's not safe. So I'm grateful to be able to help them out, but there's only so much we can do until we start getting more doctors out here in this area.
I feel a lot more equipped to be able to treat the patients from like the Inland Empire simply because I was one of them. If they didn't speak Spanish, it was kind of assumed that we would translate. And I remember for a 14-year-old to be told that you're getting spinal surgery is kind of a little bit of a shocking moment because it's quite invasive. I remember feeling afraid of hearing the news. My heart's pounding, but then just kind of automatically switching to that translator role. While yes, I need to process this myself, I'm also the translator in this room because the doctor didn't speak Spanish. It was normalized for me. This is just how it is to get healthcare, to have a language barrier present. But now that I'm older, I think this shouldn't be the patient experience. I should have been a little more catered to my feelings and allowed to process had there been a translator there, had this doctor been able to communicate with both of us at the same time.
I've had parents tell me, we need more doctoras like you who speak Spanish because a lot of them don't have a physician that can speak in their language or understand their cultural background. Being able to be fluent at this clinic is really big for me. The fact that we are able to connect with each other and for them to be just vulnerable with me means a lot to me as a physician.
That knowledge of their background and what they struggle with and what was lacking in the doctor's appointments my family went to, all that knowledge helps me better see them and better understand them. And that's going to include being an advocate for your patient outside of the clinic. Having that background is what makes it a lot more enticing to just be like, I feel like I'll be needed here. I feel like I can make a difference. I feel like I can understand them. And I think my Spanish would be very useful here. One of the main reasons I picked UCR was UCR's commitment to their mission is producing a lot of doctors who are social justice oriented. They're incredibly compassionate.
Understanding, hardworking, they're caring, they sacrifice their time just so that they can help out their patients.
I felt that their commitment to diversity, community health, it was very real. With the efforts that UCR is making to create these types of doctors, ultimately years down the line, what we would have is a community that is not waiting so long to see doctors. A community where they know that if they go see a doctor, they're going to get the best care because they're going to be seen culturally, also medically. They're going to be able to speak the language needed during that visit. Overall, hopefully a healthier community because there'll be more access to quality care once we get more of these physicians out there.
If I had not gotten the scholarship, I don't know if I would have ended up back out here because of the commitment that the scholarship entails.
Being able to encourage people to stay and providing them with the financial incentive to stay here, which is it's a high need area. I think that's one of the things that makes this scholarship really important.
What the scholarship means to me and why I'm so thankful for it is that I am able to come back to my hometown, come back to my original roots and help those that really need it versus staying in other areas that there's a ton of physicians out for the same amount of people.
This scholarship is providing that support that I'm going to need to be able to come back and to finish medical school, and to do so in not a financially stressful way.
I just want to tell them thank you for helping me get to where I'm at now and being able to make an impact on these patients out here, because I do see the disparity, and it's been like this ever since I was little. I'm able to make a small impact in each of my patients' lives, and it makes me feel very empowered, and I'm very thankful and very grateful for them. This scholarship means a lot to me.
The contribution that they're providing is so much more than just the finances. It's sponsoring diversity of thought and approach to medicine, especially for people who come from this area, because coming from this area, you automatically have a different perspective. And to have that supported and encouraged is invaluable. It's also a really big motivator for me personally to know that there are people out there who believe in me so much that they're willing to fund and help me as much as possible.
It's important to continue with this scholarship because we're able to cultivate more physicians and be able to help with this healthcare shortage that we have. The hope is that if we get more doctors out here, we won't have to worry about squeezing on these patients, because they each will have their own amount of time with all these doctors.
I am forever grateful that I'm given the opportunity to follow my dreams in a very limitless way. So giving back is a privilege, I feel.